Hey guys, welcome back. So I mentioned in my live the other day that somebody had came out here to the property and stole from me. Right here, see this stack of wood? It actually used to be stacked up right over here, kind of neat and everything, so I could cut it up with the chainsaw for firewood. And I came home one day, this last week. This wasn't real recent or anything. This was actually like early this last week. I came home and I was moving stuff from up here in the front yard back here, and as I was walking by, I noticed all this stuff was moved and everything, and I thought, that's kind of weird. I thought maybe the kid, my son had moved it or something, and I was like, that's kind of weird. I asked him. He said no, he didn't move it or anything. He had no reason to move it or whatever. And then I noticed that there was actually tire tracks going through this grass. As you can see, my grass is growing up because my lawnmower's broke down right now. The belt broke on it, so can't use that. But anyways, the grass was growing up. It's still growing up. Anyways, I seen tire tracks coming all the way back here to the sawmill right here, and the sawmill head was down here. So I actually, my first thought was somebody came back here and was trying to steal the sawmill head, because they can't take the trailer. It don't have a hitch on it. It doesn't have wheels on it, so it'd be pretty hard for them to take that. But I thought maybe someone thought they could pick up the sawmill head off of the track or something. So we've actually got it locked down, chained down to the bed, and we got it down at that end, so it'd be a lot harder for someone to take it. But then I sat here and I was looking at this right here, and I thought, there's a lot of wood missing right there. I mean, it's not a big deal, guys. This is, just offcuts, right? This thin stuff right here where I put some pine on the mill, and I was just cutting the pieces off of it to make it nice and straight and stuff again. And so I had a huge amount of this stuff, just a big old mountain of it, right? And apparently someone just took it upon themselves to back up here in my yard and literally pick up wood that I had neatly stacked and just toss it over there, completely messing up work that I had already done, and then just loaded up a whole bunch of my firewood that I had planned on using for kindling and, for firewood and stuff in my wood burning stove in the bus. So that's all the big rigmarole about all that. I didn't want to make a big deal about it. I was going to do a video the other day talking about it, but I just didn't feel good. My arm was hurting and everything. My chest was hurting, like a heart attack and everything. Finally, they took me off of that lisinopril. I didn't need to be on that stuff. I just took my blood pressure a little bit ago, and it was like 127 over, I think, 85 or something like that, and like 76 beats per minute or something. I don't think that's bad, especially with, the health issues I got going on right now. It's okay for your blood pressure to be a little elevated. But anyways, another thing that is missing is some of my white oak slabs over here. Somebody took some of those. They're gone. I don't know if you can see this, but you see the marks where the stickers were right there? There was more slabs stacked up on here, and they just took them. I really don't know how many they took, but they did take some. There was actually some right here. I'm sorry, I got the lens is zoomed in to like halfway or whatever, or it's actually the 1-to-1 or whatever, and that's because if I zoom it out real wide, it's too dark right now. The sun's already going down. So I figured I'd just make it a little short video and kind of tell you guys or show you what that was all about. I mean, this right here, this is firewood that I was cutting up right here. I was going to use this stuff over here to process. I was just going to, one of these days bring my chop saw out here and get a stop set up on it and just go to town cutting that stuff up into, little kindling pieces for the wood burning stove. I still got plenty there, right? I have a sawmill. I'll always be making that stuff. Sorry if the wind's getting crazy. It's not that. I don't care. I mean, I would have no problem giving that to somebody. You guys know that. The problem I have is that somebody backed in here on my property and took stuff without permission. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel too good about that. I do have a game camera out here. I had one actually on the front of the bus. It wasn't working out there. I was just getting like blurry, you know, like a vehicle, you know, the tail end of a vehicle flying by every now and then. Most of the time it was just like of the mailbox area and everything. Literally cars going by so fast it couldn't take a picture in time. So that was pointless to do that. I didn't even get a picture of the mail lady stopping out here, so I don't know. I don't think the stalkers are coming back. I think this may be somebody else. It could possibly be someone that I've given firewood to before, and they just figured maybe they can come out here and take whatever they want whenever they want. But this one person I gave wood to, I'm pretty darn sure he wouldn't come out here and take any slabs, because I told him not to. I told him he could have the blocks that I had over there, which he did come and get those one day when I was here. I didn't tell him he could take any of this stuff over here. Somebody came out here and took it, and that's not cool. So anyways, I hope that maybe whoever done it watches my channel or something, and maybe next time they'll call me and get permission to come out here and pick up wood or whatever. I don't want people out here, especially when I'm not here, because my son is usually here, my daughter is usually here, and I really don't want those either one of those two to get scared, because I don't want them to have to use lethal force on somebody on my property. Okay, they're just kids, and yeah, we don't want anything like that. So please don't be coming on my property without, like, you know, knocking on the door. They're probably not going to answer the door if you come knock on the door, because they probably don't know you, right? And they're just not going to answer the door. They're going to call the sheriff down the road and have him come down and answer. I have had people pull up out here and come and knock on the door before, and like my daughter would call and say, hey, there's this old guy out here like knocking on the door, and be like, yeah, don't answer the door. Like if they keep beating on the door or something, you know where the shotgun's at, and it's always loaded. So yeah, I know some of the Karens out there would say, oh, I can't believe you allow them to have access to a weapon. Well, they know how to use them, right? And I can trust them with that. So anyways, I hope it never comes to something like that. That would be tragic. So please don't come on my property and take wood. It's not worth someone's life, okay? So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.